What if I told you that every time you play a game, any game, your brain is actually changing? But here's the twist. While some games might help you with problem solving and other skills, other games will make you worse, for example, in decision making. Actually, your brain is playing a game right now, strategizing, thinking about the next move, or just looking for rewards. But how does this continuous playing actually affect our behavior and our brain? In this video, we will explore that. So think about the last time you were really focused on a game. Maybe it was a competitive sport, a video game, or a puzzle. Time flew by, right? Well, that's not an accident. Our brains are designed for games. Psychologists believe that games are a trigger for biological factors that helped our ancestors survive and adapt. Here's how it works. Every time we level up or win at something, our brain releases dopamine, which is the same chemical behind reinforcing behavior and addiction. It's the way of our brain to say, well, that was good, let's do it again. But dopamine is not the only chemical at play. Winning or achieving something also releases serotonin, which is the hormone for mood regulation. This is why badges or progress bars or leveling up feel so satisfying. This is important for motivation and a feel of accomplishment. And this goes well beyond only entertainment. This is why likes on social media or job promotions feel so satisfying and so motivating. This is because schools, companies, or fitness apps are being gamified, meaning that they use game-like elements such as badges, points, or leaderboards. They trick your brain into just wanting more. But not all games are being created equal. While some are just like a gym for your brain, others, well, not really so much. So when it comes to strategic games, like could be for example chess, these are extremely helpful for problem solving or critical thinking. Research shows that people that engage regularly with these games perform better in tasks that require planning and problem solving. Fast-paced games like first-person shooters might seem chaotic, but they actually help you with reflexes, reaction time, and coordination. In fact, surgeons who play video games reported fewer mistakes in real-life operations. This is because their brain is used to make decisions in a split second, even under pressure. Then we have role-playing games, RPGs. This is about interacting, making choices, and just exploring. This will help with emotional intelligence and empathy. Psychologically, when you step into someone else's shoes, even digitally, your brain gets used to see the surroundings from a different perspective. A game is not just about skill. It also helps your brain and your overall health, especially when it comes to memory and attention span, especially in adults. There was this experiment where adults were asked to play a racing game for 15 hours over a time of 5 weeks. And at the end of it, they reported a 30% increase in memory and attention scores. This demonstrates that games can actually be a gym for your brain. You see, the same psychological factors that makes games so fun and rewarding also makes them addictive. Did you ever think this will be the last round and then it gets 3 a.m.? This is because modern games use your brain's reward systems. Developers nowadays use different tactics such as variable rewards where you don't know what is the next prize, or infinite progression, or just social pressure to make you keep playing more and more. These are the same psychological factors behind gambling. And the effects can be serious. Studies shows that if you play excessively on video games, this can lead to burnout, but also a decrease in motivation in real life. This is because you get so used to fast rewards that everyday tasks such as working or studying feel just boring in comparison. Other studies suggest that playing certain types of games also lead to impulsive decision making, increased aggression, or problem in attention span, especially in younger players. But does this mean that games are bad for you? Well, not really. In fact, games can actually help with stress relief. When you are so focused on a game, your body releases endorphins, which are natural painkillers that can help against stress and also create a sense of euphoria. Other studies show that playing actually lowers the levels of cortisol, which is the hormone associated with stress. This is why people that come home after a long day at work or at school, when they play, feel actually better. They are really rewiring their brain to relax. But gaming is not just about entertainment. It is now used in education, in therapy, and also in workplace. When it comes to education and schools, apps such as Duolingo makes learning actually addictive. When it comes to therapy or mental health, there are VR games that help with PTSD and anxiety, helping patients going through traumas in a safe and controlled environment. And when it comes to a corporate environment, well, some businesses use gaming to help employees and train them when it comes to teamwork or critical thinking or just leadership. So, are games good or bad for your brain? The truth is, it can be both. It really depends on how you play. So, next time you pick a controller or roll a dice or open your phone to play a game, remember, you're not just playing, you're actually training your brain. The real question is, what are you training it for? And if you want to know more about gamification in real life, or how does the brain work, well, consider subscribing and see you next time.